This is Cecil B. Moneygetter, host of Money Talks, a new financial news upload that is laser focused on digital finance, cryptocurrencies, robotics, electric vehicles, stocks, the cannabis industry, and much, much more. Tune in and join us every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern on our Information Meets Execution YouTube channel as we bring you financial news uploads, one trending topic at a time. And don't forget to stay listening, because money talks. Good evening. Today is Friday, June 21st, and welcome to Money Talks. First up, stock market news. The U.S. private sector soars past estimates and records the fastest growth in 2 years. The latest surveys by S&P Global reveal an American economy firing on all cylinders in June, with robust activity and cooling inflation creating a gridlocked environment, giving the Fed more leeway to cut interest rates. The composite PMI rose to 54.6 in June, up by 0.1 percentage points from May and marking the highest level since April of 2022. The services PMI rose from 54.8 in May to 55.1, topping estimates of 53.7 as collected by Econoday. It marks the strongest services sector expansion in 2 years. Services activity has now risen for 17 consecutive months. The manufacturing PMI also improved in its growth path, rising from 51.3 to 51.7, beating forecasts of 51. S&P Global highlighted an improved business confidence for the year ahead, notably in the service sector, along with increasing pressure on operating capacity due to rising demand, which has prompted firms to increase their payroll numbers for the first time in 3 months. Another significant positive factor was that the output growth did not come with rising price pressures. The survey's measure of selling price inflation cooled to a 5-month low, linking to slower growth in input costs, indicating a moderation of inflationary pressures. And the economist's take is the PMI is running at a level broadly consistent with the economy growing at an annualized rate of just under 2.5%. The upturn is broad-based as rising demand continues to filter through the economy, Chris Williamson, chief business economist at S&P Global Market Intelligence, wrote. Williamson revealed that selling price inflation has cooled again after rising in May, dropping to one of the lowest levels observed over the past 4 years. Historical comparisons indicate that the latest decline brings the survey's price gauge into line with the Fed's 2% inflation target, he added. Now, market reactions. Stocks were relatively unchanged after the data release, with major U.S. equity indices trading in the red, except for the Dow Jones as of 10 a.m. in New York. The Spider S&P 500 ETF was down 0.3%, while the tech-heavy Invesco QQQ Trust fell 0.5%. The decline was driven by a second consecutive day of profit-taking in tech and semiconductor stocks. The world's largest company, Nvidia Corp, was 3.2% lower after closing 3.5% lower on Thursday. Treasury yields rose, with the 10-year yield increasing from 4.23% to 4.26% after PMI's data. The dollar strengthened by 0.2%, while gold, tracked by the Spider Gold Trust, fell over 1% for the day. Get in those comments and let me know what you're thinking and how you feel. Up next, news and politics. Trump's media company's stock plunge is sucking the former president's pockets dry, down a whopping $2.5 billion in June alone. Shares of Donald Trump promoted media company Trump Media and Technology Group Corp plummeted nearly 15% on Thursday, underperforming the broader market. In the process, the stock extended the weakness it has been experiencing since the start of June in the current down cycle. Thursday's slide in TMTG shares dented the net worth of Trump, who is running for a second presidential term. Trump's net worth at the end of Thursday's session was at $4.9 billion, Forbes' estimate shows. This marked a decline of about $523 million, or 9.6% from the previous session. The downside is more concerning because the trading volume for the day was significantly above average. On Thursday, 13.85 billion shares exchanged hands compared to the average 3-month volume of 7.62 million. The sharp drop came after the company announced late Tuesday that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has declared its shelf registration statement filed in mid-April effective. This allows the company to offer 14.38 million common shares and up to 4 million warrants, potentially raising about $247.1 million from the exercise of the warrants. Incidentally, Trump and other insiders cannot sell their stake in TMTG until September due to a lockup period unless the board decides to waive or pull forward the timing of the lockup expiration. Trump has a majority 64.9% stake in the TMTG thanks to the 114.7 million shares he owns in the company, according to filings by the company. In June, so far, TMTG stock fell by $22.34, or 45.5%, eroding Trump's net worth by $2.56 billion. The recent downtrend began after Trump was pronounced guilty in the New York hush money criminal case. Get in the comments and let me know what you're thinking and how you feel. Up next, we have news from robotics. Lucid to bring nearly 250 robots to life to build the Gravity SUV, according to CEO Peter Rawlinson. EV maker Lucid Motors is gearing up to start pre-production of its electric Gravity SUV this summer with a new automated line that has nearly 250 robots. The 247 robots at Lucid's AMP-1 facility in Casa Grande, Arizona, are currently under training, Lucid CEO Peter Rawlinson said in a video shared on YouTube on Thursday. We're training them to rivet and bond Gravity's all-aluminum state-of-the-art monocoupe structure, the company said. The production of pre-production Gravity's SUV will start this summer in a few weeks, the CEO added. The Gravity SUV was unveiled in November and is expected to start under $80,000, a price point closer to Tesla's premium Model X SUV, which now starts at about $77,000. During the company's first quarter earnings call in May, the CEO said that Gravity, however, has a significant opportunity that the Model X did not capture. While the Model X is a bit car-like, the Gravity is a proper 3-row SUV, he said. The Gravity is on track to become the world's best SUV, he then added. Currently, Lucid's Air sedan is its only vehicle in production. After Gravity, the company also intends to start production of a high-volume mid-size vehicle in late 2026, which is expected to start at around $48,000 as a direct competitor to Tesla's mass-market offerings Model 3 and Model Y. For the first quarter, Lucid reported a net loss of $680.9 million and a revenue of just $172.7 million. The company also accumulated a net loss of over $346,000 for every vehicle it delivered in the period. However, as of the end of the first quarter, Lucid had total liquidity of about $5.3 billion, which the company expects will be enough to sustain it through the start of production of the Gravity SUV and into the second quarter of 2025. Get in the comments and let me know what you think and how you feel. Remember to tune in 7 days a week at 7 p.m. Eastern to stay ahead of the curve and listen up as money talks so that you can make informed decisions in this fast-paced digital age. Remember, if you found this information important, to like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you at the top. Holla.